Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are fine. Today I'm going to show you how to configure PXE Boot Server. PXE Boot Server stands for Pre Executable Environment. We use PXE Server in order to install operating systems on computers using just an Ethernet cable. We all know that when we need to install operating systems such as Windows or Linux, we have to have a pen drive or a DVD drive. So there is an alternative to pen drive or DVD, and it might happen that you do not have any pen drive or DVD near at hand, but you need to install Windows on your computer or Linux on your computer. So what can you do is take an Ethernet cable and connect that to your another PC, and you will be able to install operating system without the help of any pen drive or DVD. PXE server is also called network boot or network boot, local network boot, etc. So how does PXE work? Uh, we will need an running computer. Okay, first we will need a running computer, then we will install PXE boot server software on it. And another computer is this, suppose this is the computer where we need to install an operating system such as Windows 10. What we will do is connect this computer using an Ethernet cable or LAN cable. Then we will connect this PC to this PC, and then our PXE boot server will help this PC to install Windows or Linux or any operating systems. I hope you have understood the process. So let's go. I will try to be I try to make the video as short as possible because I have tried several times making the video, but it almost reaches half an hour. So I will just show you the steps without explaining it. So first of all, go to start menu and type disk partition, disk part. Sorry. Now I'll be creating an virtual partition. For that, go to action, create VHD, location, browse, go to C drive. Okay, use your C drive for this case drive and give it a name VHD, give it a name, then save. And hard disk size, the size should be at least 10 gigabytes. For Windows 10 we will need at least 10 gigabyte size. And virtual hard, this is VHD hardware type, dynamically expanding. Then click OK. Disk 1 unknown, so it is our virtual partition and virtual disk. Now we will be attaching it to the computer by right clicking on it and select initialize disk. This should be GPT and disk 1 should be selected. OK, our disk is online. Now right click on this black area, new simple volume, just keep pressing next, finish. Okay, our virtual partition has been created, it is showing here. So go to this PC and find out the newly created partition. The newly created partition you will find by the size, so it is almost 10 gigabyte size. This is our newly created virtual partition. Good for our purposes, we'll rename it. Let's rename it PXE Server. It is not necessary, we are just naming it so that we can find it easily. Enter. This is our partition. We will do all our activities in this partition. Now download the PXE boot server. The PXE boot server, there are a lot of out there, but I will be using AIO boot extractor. It is very easy to use, so you can download it from Google. AIO boot extractor, type in AIO boot and enter. Now click on the first link, aiobot.com. Scroll down. We will be using an older version. It is 0.9.9.21 and 36 megabytes. Download it. Download the link. click on the download link. AIO boot extractor.exe. Just download it. It will take some time. In case this link goes down, I will give you a backup link in my download section. So you can already see that the link is down. So since I have already downloaded it, I will be using that computer, that link, that software. And this is the software after downloading. Okay. Now after downloading the file, right click on it and copy it to the partition, PXE server partition. Paste it. Now right click, run as administrator. It is the interface. Now firstly you have to change the language to English, because after opening it the first time the language something else like this. So click on in flag and select English. Now click on this drop down menu sorry, and select the newly created partition. Do not select any other partition, be careful. Just select 10 gigabyte size or whatever size you give, and do not then select that virtual partition and click OK. After extraction is complete, this will appear on your monitor. Yeah, your boot creator. Now next step is to integrate our Windows 10 setup file. So I have already downloaded the Windows 10 ISO file, and now locate it wherever you have kept the file. This is the ISO Windows 10 setup file. You will find it in Microsoft's website. It is the latest version 22H2, 5 gigabytes, almost 6 gigabytes in size. So select it and click open. Okay, give it a name. So I'm giving it Windows 10 22H2. You can give it any name. Say okay. It will be taking a moment to complete because it will copy the total ISO file 6 gigabytes from our download location to our virtual partition. So give it a time. You can see that it will be copying 6.36 gigabytes, and be patient and do not click anywhere, just let it finish. uh, since it is copying, we can do our other processes steps. So let's do it now. We can go to start menu, and our PC has slowed down due to the copying process. So I think let's try. Go to advanced, type in advanced sharing. Okay, click on it. My PC has slowed down due to the copying process. So I think I will have to show you the process after the copying is done. It just came up. In these advanced sharing settings, you have to make changes. Turn on network discovery and turn on automatic setup. Turn on file sharing. It is under the private tab. Next is guest. Turn both of them. Then go to all networks. Turn on share so that anyone can access. Use 128-bit encryption, and lastly For password protection sharing, just turn it off, then save changes. I have already made the changes, so it is not visible. After saving changes, close the window, and we have another task. So go to start menu. We will have to assign a password for our account. So go to settings, it is taking some time because of this copying process. 88%. This is a necessary step, changing the password or assigning a password. Go to accounts, sign in options, and say click on password, add password. If you already have a password, we do not need to change the password. Okay, you can use your current password. Yeah, but if you do not have any password, just set an password here. I will be using just simple password because it is a temporary process. 1234 1234. Password hint 1234, so that we do not forget it. And before clicking the finish button, take a note of this name of your account, just beside this image and above the local account. It is the name of your account. We will be needing it later times. So go to start menu and type notepad, open notepad, and just write down it just as it is. Copy it into the notepad. Maybe Mushfiqur Rahman. We will be needing it later times. Okay, for that purpose we are just writing it down. Our account name is MD Mushfiqur Rahman. Do not make any mistake in typing the name, and also do not lessen or increase the spaces in the names. After that, click finish. Now close it. Our copying is done. Happy booting. So click OK. Our next task is to close it and share this drive on the network. So go right click on it, properties, sharing, advanced sharing. So tick mark this, check mark this, permission, give it the full control. Okay, full control, change, allow changes, allow read. Okay, okay. And before clicking the close, take a note of this network path. We'll be needing this also. So copy it full, slash, including the slashes, double slash, right click on it, copy, paste it here. Notepad, we'll be needing it later, so we are just copying it now. Please close. The next step is to uh, now we will initiate the PXE server. So click on run PXE, and you will be given a security alert. What we need to do is click private and public and click on allow access. You must allow both of them. If you do not allow any of them, your server will not work. And another thing is, if you forget that, or if you miss this window or could not tick mark both of them or accidentally closed it, in that case what you are going to do is, for example, I'm showing, for example, uh, let's say you forgot to allow, just accidentally cancel the program. Okay, so what we'll do, it will not be asked again. They will not give the opportunity to enable the firewall. So what should we do in that case? So in that case, what we can do is close the program, go to settings, and go to network and internet settings. I think network and internet. Acha, okay, this is not here. Yes, go to start menu and type firewall and network protection. Click on it. Then here you will see firewall and network protection. Click on this, restore firewalls to default. This will reset our firewall settings. Click on it. Okay, then close it. Then restart the IO creator. Right click on it, run as administrator, run PXE. Hope it will ask us. So you can see that the alert has been initiated again. So we have to do right click, allow PXE server to communicate on these networks, private and public, then allow access. Without allowing, you won't be able to access your server from other computers. Now click on it offline, proxy DHCP, disable it, and click on BINL. So now what we'll do is assign an IP address to our local LAN port. So for that, go to start menu, settings, network and share internet. Click on Ethernet, change adapter options. Okay, now what we will need to do is connect your computer, this PC, so where I am at, or you will be at, and connect it to the other computer where you will be installing your operating system, Windows 10 or Linux. How we'll connect it is using an Ethernet cable. So let me just show you. At this stage, what you will do is take an Ethernet cable, okay, then connect your both of the computers using this cable, okay, then turn on the other computer also. After doing this, connecting both computers and turning it on, go to settings, network and share internet, Ethernet, change adapter options, okay, then right click on your Ethernet port, Ethernet adapter or LAN adapter. You will have to find what is your proper Ethernet cable, Ethernet adapter, because in lot of the cases there are additional virtual adapters here. So just try to plug in and plug off your Ethernet cable. I haven't plugged it in, just let me plug in the cable. I'm just connecting it. I have connected both of the computers and turned it on, and you can see that it has been enabled. Okay, now right click on it. If you are unable to find which one is your proper Ethernet adapter, so what you can do is connect both of the computers and turn it on, then unplug it and plug it in and see what are the changes being made on which adapter. So that so if on the adapter which will be connecting and disconnecting by your disconnecting the wire, you will be able to find your proper Ethernet adapter. So after connecting it, right click on it, properties, and find internet protocol 4, properties. You will see something like this. Okay, now use the following IP address: 10.10.10.1. subnet mask is, just click on it, default gateway not necessary, and DNS server 1.1. Okay, Oh, close. Now done. Our next job will be this will appear on this menu. Offline, click on offline, proxy DHCP BINL. Okay, now DHCP server, click on it. You will be seeing your Ethernet IP address. Okay, on the DHCP server drop down menu, select the 10.10.1. If you do not find 10.10.1, now click on offline, proxy uncheck, BINL check, এখানে click on bind IP pool should these are all automatically generated. If there is there is nothing here, just click here and type in 10, 15, whatever you like. Now our job is done. Just we will run the server. Click on online. Now our server setup is done. We will now be moving to our camera to our laptop computer, other computer where we will be installing Windows. So after creating the server and keeping it online, this is my laptop. You can use desktop too, as I already told you. This is the server laptop of mine, and I have connected this laptop through this Ethernet cable to our other laptop where we will be installing Windows 10. Okay, go to BIOS. My BIOS keyboard key is F12, so I keep pressing it. Okay, it is the BIOS. Now go to BIOS setup, advanced setup, enter. Yes, it is the BIOS setup. In the BIOS menu we have to make two changes. Okay, for first of all is to disable secure boot. Without disabling the secure boot, you won't be able to boot from the network. So secure boot, under the secure boot tab, secure boot enable. So secure boot enable, uncheck it. It may vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. You just have to go through the BIOS, or you can search online about your BIOS settings, where it is located. So I have disabled it. Then another setting is to enable network boot, network boot. Okay, so you will have to find it. Okay, where it is. It may be in anywhere in the BIOS. So if you do not know it, search it on the Google, naming your BIOS. My BIOS is Dell, so you can search on, say you have a HP BIOS or MSI or Gigabit BIOS. So what we'll do is go to Google and search for Gigabyte BIOS network boot enable, and you will find the steps there. Now my PXE server setup is, so I have already forgotten where it is. I'm looking for it. System configuration, yeah, here it is. System configuration, integrated NIC. NIC means network interface card. I'll be enabling it. Okay, it may go by many names: network interface card, PXE server, PXE boot, network boot. Okay, then enable UEFI network stack, enabled with PXE. Okay, you must enable with PXE. Then I have enabled both of them. Now click on apply. Sorry, I have not check marked it. Just check mark enable, then save the changes, apply. Okay, our BIOS setup is done. Close the BIOS, exit the BIOS, and again turn on the computer and go to the BIOS. My computer already, I am clicking the BIOS menu. Okay, the BIOS has appeared. What you can see is it is the boot list. Okay, you can boot from your Windows Boot Manager, your SSD, HDD, whatever. Now you will be seeing additional to boot list, that is NIC or network interface card. It is the LAN port. We will be using LAN port IPv4 in order to install Windows 10. our computers are connected, okay, through this Ethernet cable to this server. Once we click on IPv4, our Windows 10 network boot will be initiated. Now I am clicking enter, so you can see it is fetching the IP address. Okay, our boot has been completed and we have been successful in by putting the network booting through the network card. What we'll do is go to 1, enter Windows 10, press enter again. Yeah, our boot is starting up. It is copying the boot.wim file from this PC. Okay, our server is providing everything to this computer through this Ethernet cable. Just give it a moment. I will just skip it until 100%. It is almost done, 100%. The Windows logo shows up. You can set up any operating system. You can also set up Ubuntu, Linux, anything, any operating system. The steps are the same. Now it is asking for something. Enter network path. Okay, we'll have to type it in using our keyboard. So what is the network path? Network path is on the server computer. We have already saved it in the notepad. Here it is. So the network path is here, so type it in on the other computer. So there is no space in between, and it starts with the double backslash and type it in there. So this is my computer's network path. Okay, I have showed you how to get it. It will be different on your computer. Now I am typing it in. The double slash backslash is just up on above the enter key. It is the backslash backslash Mushfiqur dash Rahman slash backslash D. Okay, there is no space in between. After typing it in, press OK. Now it is asking for enter the username for Mushfiqur Rahman. So what is the username? It is also has been noted here. The username is MD Mushfiqur Rahman. You can see it here. Sorry, it is our username. Where do we get it? I have already showed you. Just go to the rewind the video, you will find it. So just type it in exactly in this computer, in here. It will be different on your computer. Don't make any mistake in typing the name, and do not add or minus anything. After typing it in, press enter. What is it? Enter the password for Mushfiqur Rahman. The password is 1234. If you have any other password on your computer, just type that in. I have set my computer's password as 1234. You won't be able to see that it is invisible, so type carefully, okay? If you make the mistake, you might have to start over again. So enter. Okay, it has accepted our username and password. Okay, we are done. Our Windows setup menu has appeared. It is the traditional Windows setup environment. We usually get it using our pendrive, and now we have successfully booted our network, our Windows 10 using the Ethernet cable, using the PXE server. The next step are usually you are familiar with. Next, install now. So I will not be showing you the rest of the video because you already know how to install Windows 10. The main purpose of this video is to show you how to configure PXE server in order to install Windows 10. I hope you have understood it and enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, just ask in the comment section. Sorry, after completing the setup, Windows has been set up. What we will do is go to your server computer and undo everything you have done. Okay, What you have to do is first close the tiny PXE, then close the IO boot extractor, then go to this PC, right click on your PXE server and click on eject. It disappeared. Okay, the disk is ejected. Now go to C drive and delete the partition. VHD hard disk image, it is a virtual partition. Okay, so you can see that it is convenient. You can add it, disable, delete it anytime without hampering our partition or our data. So delete it, continue. Done, our job is done. I hope you have enjoyed the video and understood all the steps. If you have any confusion, just ask it in the comment section. If you like the video, press on the like button, and I'll be very glad if you just comment about the video's feedback. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.